So abazangde ibada nzangle poba nini ka wurin the community. You don't do that. The worst scenario is even to use religion to create a mayhem in a society. That is destruction. And the ainang la naumam manka tuhurma. Because even Bojamda, be Christian, be any other faith, Muslims zasia na yi zohara nturba yirba fini. Na wonu mongli. ولا تسبوا الذين يدعون من دون الله فيسبوا الله عدوا بغير علم. نار زنك شفرنما بيبان بساعتي ناوني نين يربا فنفنا ينفشلن دبا ويكبوا تبور نبل لفسا كذا تناوني جاهل سكوني. So what that implies is that I to so yirang opa muslimi kagba yel gala zankpa nauni mule to nauni. This is how you will be carrying the burden of that feeling shall ankosi naunma. So what I'm always saying is that I'm not saying that I have Jolsugu is not right. I'm not saying that Abansida Adam Yamangle is not a good thing to do. That is what is required. كنتم خير أمة أخرجت للناس تأمرون بالمعروف وتنهون عن المنكر وتؤمنون بالله. But you see, when you تأمرون بالمعروف وتنهون عن المنكر وتؤمنون بالله, you do the amr bil ma'ruf, establishing that in faith. You establish that in faith. Aniya binyala kamang aizang lokuli. Aniya binyala kamang azang le mfil nirba. Aniya binyala kamang azang le chum nirba be improving something. But I am nang out of faith. Commit. You are committed. Kamaya. Na won kan nang de brunwatira. Amin nang be shatir na woni. Ma kuto milga kache na won zel guto wasit. Because ayan yi wazu be ayan dressing nirba. De ba malla de sole kap adine sonte. Be kala. Udu ila sabili rabbika bil hikma wal mau'izati al hasana. Na yan dressing and chang na woni. Ningin using wisdom. Kabang, this is the right place and this is the right time. You have a right place and a right time. And then also the wal mau'izati al hasana and good approach. Hara chang na te garguso yelle kanye kabang onu so what do you call it, aggressive. You leave him and find a suitable time to come back. I got to come on nirbani ka nyaka sotum gala kadi nungula kadi yara. And the example of that is that ne sonda kana jamashi ka kambi ke zumane kay de bakparme mobile phones la ko be jingmane ka o mobile phone to kumda nta o mi irin yila. So karku distracti hotubama nabe kam nyama kabana che hotubama nawun yuko ban gelo geni shele de sa'anir nyelgu. Meanwhile, to have even attention na to nyaka mangba mobile phone ma comes ma distract ya means that you were not even committed in the prayers. Because nawun wu na commita mang to listen to hotubah sham. But you can't even know what was that. But to the extent of you know, just by heart. Kajang mati yisi. Kuhalko pa bang nunguna kaku yer fnafna adim avi. O deza. O yimena karnungo tiha. How can adini come to Muslim? How do we manage treat us each other this way? Is this Islam? Nakang malagi in yakamang bi kohar drinks cafeteria in pianmani te injia kada drink nyura su sangu mun understand adi mashankate de tlam biu shamoma obi pala kama yan bi dokso musulmi o na tuba. So obi drink one you ami o hankal no borma ka wulan nan ko to ma ka niro ko mo ma karlu na kaku create senongo ka mani jama na kana ka oh I'm sorry alan yel kan yo no don't worry, you just settle down ka balmo ko jine ka check ka mumbo no song ba ka ba kwalni no jinma ko jine ko bu kwalni ma na zana ka mani jama na lanche ka ba serve o minute drink ko ka ko minute jine ko bunyul ka o diro fila. intiha biablan ne ko buchan lala drinking sport ma this ha bontahro drinking sport mo karawon lan yi jangman. So you can see sometimes the attitude didn't to demoralize the shab da dini shab, the way of doing things didn't to demoralize the nation. I am always of the view that the sectorial system that we created in Islam is making so much, establishing so much damages on Islam, because that kind of didn't check any bishel zokarinya yamang la karipie kane that we practice adini. Just look, be very fair and sincere. There are so many things about tariqah, for instance, that is correct. Appreciate that. Can I raise the concerns that you have? You know you see the point. Come on, the way he worships, everything about him is not correct. Even in believing that so accept and recognize the good aspects. Ambal consensus over certain things, ma consensus in yali, adinima consensus in yali, and there's no doubt that the Prophet has made provisions for it. So ka present to reasons ma, ungozuun cheka unwokane, ungozuun cheka ka unwobiane. Is that not the proper way to do it? Dukutonang kanya ahlus sunnah. Everything about you is correct. You have to recognize that. So nyingba, you check yourself and see some of the things that you also do that is not proper, and you fix it. This amati and bangla, there won't be need to have somebody called to call tariqa, and there won't be need to have somebody to be called sunnah. Then Islam then manifests, because anabni ni chana o chala muslimsi. Tenem later ngun kambe annab sochibuk mazo muslimin bala. So ayuli sunna tal wadin kala ni bani zang ya to apela ne ya to abin yare in kira dini puri ka board banya kaman they will be very selective in issues shanga dinnan approved by the Prophet. But pumpon we turn it into an association karmala kaman ni anya sunna aka problem. Antonia sunna kanang de sinara patale. Niru ku bahlati insi kachan keriyalane. And then they are comfortable. And then if you, provided you are not that one, then it's a problem. This is totally unfair. And lalama the distractor community can destroy community. And the reason the al-hirishale zankana. And I think that we have to really look at it properly, because there is something you should understand. I am bound sometimes we are not fair in our approach towards issues. I am kama ni salim malla ni salim chantu bopa ko pama pa Muslim ba Christian ba. No matter how on preacher against whatever, we're not very lenient towards odi nama, because we come our interest be bununi. So I respect her amini selma bilogo. Even oika align ne, I am approach you. You approach him with respect. That's all it's about. The para yamang le yabu untunrichi. Be we are saying that ari yali yamangle. No, yamangle kuto be yara. It is a requirement. Bekala, it's a requirement that we really need to respect and follow. So the tuni ayan yallema ka buham wula kan yan yalle karmali nini kabi ven yalanga. Now something about. So in conclusion, I'm going to give you some simple scenario. Imagine how it was difficult for Annabawa Numo with Ben Nirba. Kamang welcome your magba. Annabi Hudu. One Nirba was very critical about him. Amanaoni and describe way إذ قال لهم أخوهم هود ألا تتقون. Even though they are critical enemies. Kalchilmono Amanaoni and describe when إذ قال لهم way بما بيهود بيال بشل بهلا يكوزوناوني. إذ قال لهم أخوهم نوح ألا تتقون. أنم نهبا ينبغي شلون نما ويتعزاه ونرمى دانيلا ولا يكوزوناوني. Amma feeling come, answers come, wala kanchi come beno, but can I maintain the relationship that they have. Yama nab lutu. One mino nirmama, kadang nyaba. amma wa dien nim yaba family ma la tin ma ko opulpa ka batu bi gala shele banda bi ma zama id qala lahum akhuhum lut ala tattaqun ka annab lutu ba kana won describe mana on nan to yel no sun butum jarmazo o ko sabol ba annab lutu mabe bio amma they were described. So what it means is that no matter how differences ka yimal with amabia din yannan ki ka biagu titone ka ande bor vien yanga shalmaga subsequently karana ato ku zang yamal jol so zon ko bugumle ka ru chang shel polo in the future ko to ba de verme na zang suglu ka zang yamangle nzang dolle. I will conclude by this what do you call it, by this lesson ni zaman shale din tupaka caliphs adini puni khalifa na man rajira Abdul Malik ibn Marwan bani umayya nim Zulemani banda dir musulma banda musulma tunti ma mika adima ranin ya ka konka Roman Empire ka konka Persian Empire ne biyare ka din ma kunun ya so karce ka zabchoma ti pyar ti puni ka kur tijre you know don kur tijirma ka Abdul Malik ibn Marwan ma ko omini Abdullah ibn Zubair Maka mundanya Maka governor ka mali taba ka tur taba ka Roman Empire ni ma jini ngba shawara ni be chamti yel bina ma kama ni larba ni ma pilla tabtuhu so be chamti pibni ndi ba konka ba mun yaba we bilinki toxma kazang bahayina nta toxba zan bahayi ma zan kitab kam kitab ni kunyir tab namde kar da bafjala ko nan ce ka chamti zan wuna nta paban ni ka ba za ce ka ba ce ta ba ka gwahu ndum kuwo kalan mstate mun ya wato timin ba ko tom sinin ya shalan bara we ti chang ti pebni biyan chela ba zablon we ka pen wursa ti zaha kalan pil ba zable wa ma ti chaba ba ta ba ban mamman yan na ta ba ban yan kunna ta ba kada nan dagban wa ma tinum kalin tura taba an yadda dagban kanya afa akulbuza nyala dagban afa nima an yadda lirlana akulbuza nyala dagban businessman an yadda bishakam nyin kulbuza nyala yungo meanwhile ka a contenders in the two nirbala. So what we should always understand is that na wun ai sura duwa bor zobo na wun yan tala an yanto manage bin sha kam ka mismanage ayan musulmi ay mal su do ka mismanage le ayan yala mushiba ay mal biya ka mismanage ayan yala bun kogo ay mal lir ka mismanage le dia name ay mal pa ka mismanage balai kayan kobe. So what it means is that kata da duwa hale amma na wonni yuni natin ready natin manage bin sha don ko yan zamtati to to yuni to zo ne fen yalanga ka zo na wuni ka she ka beti da dini ne ka tiyar da taba ka dolsar taba amma with an exceptional what do you call it strategy din yannan karbata suje be nyongo be sango to sunsuni nta din ma yin cika tin mo muslim ngar kama to ku vor ayanam ka ni bi brabon wum mi bora be the wum just because we want to prove something ka kazan the Sunday yala zungo tenen de tu alfahalen de tu normal alfahalen de tu normal da be zungo banant manati anyo yala ma be mata tilga dan be dirma de zona wun shamti kamalti kamel mal de haguma titi ka tong dagbang ka zo dagbang ka cika dagbang tituni insha Allah.